So the reason that legal residence is such a big deal here in South Carolina is many people have heard it takes your assessment ratio from 6% to 4%, which is a big reduction in and of itself. But at the same time, it also takes all school operations taxes off of your primary residence and gives it back to you as a credit on your bill. So a really quick example is if your taxes are $3,000 at 6%, at 4%, they would be around $1,000. So that's a tremendously big savings. Susan, what are the requirements for somebody to claim their home as their primary residence?
So in order for somebody to claim their home as their primary residence, they have to own the home, live in that home, and have no other residence with an exemption or a discount anywhere else.
And what documents are needed for someone to apply for legal residence?
So we do have an application that is available in our office or on our webpage at dorchestercountysc.gov/assessor. We have this application. We also have a few documents on the application that you need to submit with the application. The driver's license matching the address of where you live, your vehicle registrations with valid dates and matching the address where you live, and a copy of a current utility bill for that residence. Those are the main 3 documents we ask for. There are a few other documents listed on the application that may apply to you, so if they do, we ask that you put a copy of those as well.
All right, and Susan, do I need to apply for this exemption each year?
No, you do not. If you do have a deed name change on your property, like you put your property in a trust, put it in an LLC, maybe add somebody's name, you will have to reapply for that exemption the following tax year, but you don't have to apply every year.
Okay, so Susan, when do I need to apply by?
As soon as possible. As soon as your deed is recorded and we can show that you are the owner of that property, put in your application as soon as possible.
And when you say that about your deed recorded, how the people know that is they will receive from their closing attorney a stamped copy that says Dorchester County and when it was recorded, correct?
There is a stamped copy. The Register of Deeds office usually has the return deed with a blue sheet on the front with the register's name on it showing it's been recorded.
And let's say, for instance, I've lived in this house for a couple years. I forgot to apply for legal residence. How far back can y'all go to give me a refund?
We're able to give you a refund for the current year and 2 years back.
So, for instance, if I applied for tax year 22 that we're in right now, I could get legal residence for 2022 if I qualify. I could get it for 21 and for 20.
You can get it for 22, 21, and 20. Yes, sir. Now, when December 31st hits, then we're into a new tax year in January of 2023. So please make sure you go ahead and apply as soon as possible.
What do I need to do if my legal residence changes?
If your legal residence changes and you move into a different home, you can notify us in writing that you have moved. We will need your correct mailing address, so in case we send out any kind of notices or letters, we want to make sure that you receive those notices at your correct address, so just notify us in writing.
Okay, and just to go over it again, what are the things that is going to trigger someone getting changed from 4% back to 6%?
A trigger to go back to 6% would be any type of deed change. You could add someone's name to the deed. You could put it into your children's name. You could put it into a trust. You could put your property into an LLC. Any type of change like that may trigger it to go back to 6%.
And one of the really big key things about what you said, Susan, is that before you make a move to, for instance, put it in your children's names, you definitely need to contact your local assessor and make sure that you will still qualify for legal residence, because your children would not be able to have their legal residence and your legal residence. And I know we see a lot of that. We
do. And if you have any questions before you make that move, you're welcome to call us and we'll explain the process to you. You could also speak with your attorney about it for whatever situation might be the best for you.
One of the things that I know y'all been working on for a couple years and is just absolutely excellent is the app that y'all have.
So on our webpage, dorchestercountysc.gov/assessor, we have the paper application and an online application available. You can apply right from the comfort of your home at night, after work, whenever you have time on the weekends. Once you submit the application, it comes straight to our office. We're able to get everything scanned in, and if we have any questions, we'll contact you about it, but it's a fairly simple process.